Hey everybody, it's your girls. Let's get personal with Latonya and
Ray. Hey y'all. How's everybody doing?
Yes, powered by World Star Hit Radio
and Celebrity Media TV.
Hey. Woo woo! We hope everybody is having a great time out there. I sure had a great day today. I won't complain. It's good to be here today.
It's
God
nice.
is so good.
That's right. And you know what? Complaining, nobody even wants to hear it.
Exactly. And it don't help nothing.
It doesn't.
Anyway.
No.
That's what I tell everybody.
And misery loves company. So you stop complaining, 5 other people are going to complain with you.
Exactly.
So keep it smiling.
Yes, there you go. I received that too. You know what? After we went on a little vacation break, I want to give a thank you and kudos to Dee Dee, okay? Thank you, Dee Dee, Diane Miller, and to my daughter, Tatiana Like. Oh, gosh, Ray.
You look like you had a
ball.
ball.
I missed you, yes.
Pretty white
I had
dress.
a great time. I had a great time. Girl, oh my goodness, Ray, we have to do this. I'm serious. You can rent the boat, okay? And it was not a lot of money at all. And the food, whew, them shrimps and them grits. And normally I'm not a shrimp and grits person. You know, in Chicago, we didn't mix shrimps with grits and stuff like that. You know, it's either fish and spaghetti.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness,
Fish
Ray.
and spaghetti?
Yes.
That's a good one.
Fish. Oh my God.
Fish.
That's what a lot of Georgia people say
Fish.
too. Yeah, but no, it was delicious. I mean, the vegetables were steamed. Everything was delicious, from the food to the sweets. I mean, the steak was off the chain. Oh my goodness. Everything. Whoever that cook was, kudos to you. Okay. I wanted to go back just to eat the shrimps. But it's so funny because it seemed like you could be on vacation, but then you tired too. You know, like we got back, it took me like a whole day just to recuperate. I don't know what it is.
People
You're on
say
vacation,
you need
you
a
rest.
vacation after a vacation.
Yeah, yes,
That's what people always say.
yes, you do, yes. It seemed like I should have took at least Monday off of work because I did not want to go to work on Monday because I was still tired. But I had so much fun. I'm talking about the beach was so relaxing. But you know what? I want all of us to go to Destin Beach because then you can see yourself through the water. Because the water that you can't see through, I do not like that. Yeah, they say Destin
that was
Beach.
Savannah, right?
Yes, Tybee Island. Yes.
And you couldn't. It was.
The water was like a dirty color. But in Destin, it's beautiful. It's blue. You can see like through it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that. No.
I want to go on a cruise. I want to go on.
Well,
a cruise.
we did go on a short little cruise.
Around the book.
Right. It was just around.
Hey, but it felt good, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was.
And y'all look like y'all were
beautiful.
having a really good time. I was sitting back and I was like, aw.
Yeah, to all my Jamaican girls, queens, I love y'all, man. Them Jamaicans can cook they butt off.
And dance too. I know they were dancing.
Yes, they was jamming.
They can dance.
We had a ball, and it was a lot of my nurses on the boat too, from DeKalb
nice.
Medical. So woody woo to DeKalb. Yes, one of my
you.
charge nurses. Yes, that had retired. I was happy to see Mrs. Valerie and all of them. All the nurses was out. So yeah, we all worked together. So I didn't know, that was a surprise itself. So it was very nice. So Ray, and while we had that going on, you had to turn a bad situation to a good situation.
Yes, I did. My car got broken into, but thank God nothing was taken. Who breaks your car doesn't take anything?
That's what I don't
Like,
understand.
I don't understand that either. But it was all right because I ended up driving way out to Buford, and I ended up spending time with myself. I was there for like 4 hours. So, but I had a great time with myself. It actually, I think the Lord sat me down and was saying, okay, you need to sit down and spend time with yourself. Because, you know, my mind's always going. I'm always on the go. I have to slow down. But God sat me down. He sat your girl down. But it's okay. Because you know what? I appreciate every moment that I spent with myself. And that's something that I'm going to start doing. I think everybody needs to do that. It's healthy.
Yeah.
It's definitely healthy.
You collect your thoughts.
Spend time with yourself. Everyone needs some me time.
Yeah, so that's what Ray got out of this too. So
it was positive.
Yes.
At the end of it.
So hey, you guys, stay tuned. We will be back. We have a beautiful guest, and Ray, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I
It's okay.
appreciate you turning that bad situation into a good situation.
You gotta always be positive, and there's positive in everything.
Yes.
Every negative you can find something.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So you guys keep it locked. We will be back.
Yes.
Hey, you guys, we are back. It's your girls. Let's get personal with Latonya and
Ray. Hey y'all. Powered by
World Star Hit Radio and Celebrity Media TV. Oh my goodness, look who we finally got. And first of all, I want to say thank you to my Aunt Avery Head and my cousin Monica Head for letting this beautiful lady right here know about Ray and I talk show. So kudos to both of you guys. I love y'all,
guys.
family. She's finally here. Oh my gosh.
Made it.
Yes. So you know what, Lorene, I want you to tell everybody out there who you are. I mean, I just said your name. It's Lorene, okay? Lorene Henderson.
Lorene Henderson.
Yes, this is a beautiful author of a book called Get Out. And I know a lot of you waiting to see what she's going to talk about, but we need this book, you guys. Okay, Lorene, you hit it, girl. Yes.
Hello, everyone. How you all doing out there? Well, I am here today. First of all, thanking these young ladies so much for
It was our
inviting
pleasure.
me.
It was our
Thank
pleasure.
you, Auntie Avery. She my auntie too, y'all. She
Yes,
my auntie
she is.
too. I was waiting to call her and before I came here, but I've been on anxiety mode.
Oh.
But thank you, Auntie Avery.
You fine.
But yes, my new book, my first book I've ever written is called Get Out, Training Your Children to Leave the Nest.
Ooh, yes.
that's
Ooh,
touchy.
that's touchy. Yes, that is. That
Yes.
is touchy for a lot of mothers.
Yes, and I am Lorene Henderson, and I live here now in Georgia. I've relocated from Chicago.
Yes.
And Chi-Town in the house.
Yes. And you can give shout outs, Lorene.
Okay. Just hey to my hubby,
Oh.
Simeon Henderson. It's our 8th anniversary today.
Woo, woo. All right.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Boom, boom. And thank you. So let me go.
I love it. Aw, and he
I'll
could
be
have
back,
came
though.
too.
Yeah,
Aw,
okay.
She'll be home shortly.
Yes, he could come back,
He
come
on
back for
daddy
the
duty,
second
y'all.
round. Oh, okay. I thought that. Oh, the little man could have
Nice.
came too.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, so what
Tell
do
us a little bit
Yes.
about the book. What is
Okay.
it really about? Get Out.
Get Out is not just for the parent, meaning biological parent. Get Out is for teachers, educators, mentors, biological parents, foster parents, mentors. Matter, add that mentors. So you don't actually have to be a biological parent to receive this book, because we come across children each and every day. And so the goal for this book was to rebuild the village. And not just the village, but the way we parent our children from the womb, not just the biological womb, but the house, your home. So your home is that security place. So I talk from the womb on. The title has been kind of like, oh, I don't need the book. You see people that say, I don't need the book. Oh, my baby's not ready to get out yet. Well, yeah, you need the book.
Yeah,
okay?
they do need it.
You
'Cause
need
it
the
go
book.
into depth in here.
Yes.
And it
so
starts early.
it starts even before you have children.
So that's why they need that book.
Yes. My background was working with children in the juvenile justice and foster care system. And so I became a biological parent at the age of 40. But I became a parent from the age of probably 20 or so, or whenever my sister had my first niece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because you're a parent when you're part of the village. A
Yes.
parent in the dictionary is a caregiver to children. And so as long as you're taking that time to care for a child, you're a parent. So the book was God breathed, y'all, totally. And one day, actually I think the same day, my child Mariah. She's on the front. This is my little
Hi,
sister.
Mariah.
Hi, I think she's on here.
So pretty.
She said that's her little sister.
Yeah,
I love when
yes.
she say that.
This is my baby girl, but I now call her my cover girl since she's on the cover of my book.
That's
so,
cute.
So she's my cover girl. But I was blessed to raise her from the age of 7. My father passed away. This was his child. And he had always said that I want you to take care of my child.
Wow.
If anything ever had happened to me. So from the day actually she left for college, I started writing a book. And I wrote it in like 2 months, honestly. It was really quick. And it was like God had released me to write something that people would say, you need to write a book. And I'm like, I ain't writing books. You know what I'm saying? I can care less about writing books, you know. But so sometimes I even have to go back and say, okay, Lord, what did you say? You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically a book from God to the parents.
Yes. Yes, and it gets in depth. And you know what, Lorene, when I was looking at that and when you told me your story, I remember I had a young lady in high school. She would always call her sister mom. So I was like, but I didn't know it was her sister at the time. I was like, okay. And so she explained the same thing, that she raised her sister and them up. And they all went to high school, but her sister was a senior and they were freshmen. And when they would get home, her sister would cook for them. I mean, everything. And I used to be like, wow, that's so much on her, you know, at a young age.
Right.
She had to take care of her sisters and them, but they thanked her later, and it was so different to me then because they kept calling their sister their mom, you know, but it was beautiful.
Because like you said, a parent is a caregiver.
It's a
It doesn't
that's
have to
good
be
word.
a biological parent.
Right. And society, of course, you know, like they always saying, society named the parent, but yet the children really decide on who their actual mother or father is. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. People can have children, but
sperm donors.
Right. It don't make them a mother.
That's
It
right.
doesn't make them a father.
Come
So basically, like I said, I talk from the womb. And I give you principles, practical things that will get you through raising your children. But also, in the middle of the book, which you can pick it up at any chapter, but I always advise everybody read the first chapter first, then pick up to where you feel like your child or what stage. Because if you read back, you probably learn some things that you didn't do that could have helped you or prevent from what you've done. Okay, you know, so it's good to read the whole book. I know people have read it in one day.
I know, it's beautiful.
It's so intriguing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to
and I was in a
They
hurry.
want to get the kids out.
Yes, when you sent it to my email, I was in a hurry. I said, oh no, I got to sit down and take time. I just can't like scan through this.
Yeah.
So the problem with in society today is that we have a lot of mothers that's bringing their young men up, you know, and they're treating them. Some of them, they'll say, this is the man of the house. And I'm like, then it's like they really get that in their head. And like, I have my cousin, whereas she's raising her son. She's a single mother. And he's only 8 years old. And he do a lot of little man stuff. So my sister Tammy, she was talking to him, and he said, I'm the man of the house. And I'm like, what? You 8 years old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they really get that. And a lot of women, because they don't know how to separate that, like, okay, like one thing you said, to parents who are struggling with releasing their adult child to embark on their journey to get out. Like, would you talk to women like that that's holding on to their kids?
And not just women though. We have men who are fathering children.
And that's
okay?
common now.
It really
is
more than what we
Shout
know.
out to dads out there.
So I try not to make it a biased thing in terms of mother, father, but I do get what you're saying because we're raising a bunch
known
of
as that.
what they call them, baby. What they call it?
Is it baby bloomer?
No, they call the. I'm having a brain
millennium.
block. No, when you raising but baby boy. Baby boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And they putting them men before their men and stuff. And they're losing their men because a lot of men is having a problem with that. Women aren't doing that.
And then when a man comes along, then they can't tell that child nothing because they already thought, you know, you trying to take my job, and when they didn't have no job.
That's what I'm
saying.
Exactly. a lot going on.
Right. So what I have created also what we call the Semlo Dynasty Village, and you can go on Facebook and be a part of that family. And again, it's called the Semlo Dynasty Village. And what we do is we get together because it takes a village. I may not be able to speak on that. My son is 7. You get what I'm saying? But there are other parents who have experienced it, or who, just like this book. I wrote this book because I sat down and I asked people questions, or I paid attention to my peers and said, okay, now, Lord, I know you say this is just not right. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about people in 60 and 70 years old, and they were taking care of grown kids.
It's going on right
so,
now.
adult children is what I relate to them in my book. Adult children. Adult children. Okay? and so, at the end of the day, the Semlo Dynasty Village, we come together, and if there are questions we need answered, and in the future, I plan on doing workshops or just meetings. You know, even if that means meeting at Chick-fil-A, y'all ladies, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm 47 with a 7-year-old, and my friends, my sisters, you know, everybody, kids have grown. I have a great niece. Let me see how they say it now. Great niece.
No, but almost everybody around me, even in the hospital, a lot of my nurses, they had a child in college, one in high school, then they would drop down to a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So I mean, that's happening like crazy.
And it's a different in generations in how we raising them. You know, now from, let's say, where we were raised, we learned how to cook clean. I remember on Saturdays we got up and we had to clean
my dad would wake me up early, 7 a.m. on Saturday.
They don't even
we was upset.
know what a baseboard is. Okay,
they don't know what to do.
We've gotten to the point where we don't even teach them how to clean.
And
they get to watch and sit with all the gadgets that they like, that you paid for. You
and
know,
you're cleaning around
and so I talk about this. I even talk about you buying gadgets. And I call it it's a chapter in here. Well, not a chapter, but a sub chapter, and it's about being Inspector Gadget.
Wow.
We don't check our children. Their room is their home, like they pay rent. Okay.
Oh get off the show right now. Get out now.
And I talk about there's a chapter that says, "I owe you nothing but to love you." We give them everything, but we don't teach them how to love one another. We don't, and then, like, let's say I give them so much, God forbid, I need them to take care of me. Will they wipe my butt like I've been taking care of them?
Wow.
You know what, Lorene? I think we spoil them too as well. We make excuses because, like, okay, so we'll ask them to clean, right? And if they don't, be just lazy. Like, we'll take it. So, well, I do it better, or you know what? Just forget it. I'm gonna do it, and so it gets into like a pattern. Whereas then they like, okay, mom gonna do it or whatever, and we didn't have that choice.
Right.
We couldn't. My dad and them didn't make no sense. Get over there, clean that, washing.
It wasn't
right. It wasn't no. Let Tanya sit down over there because she doing it wrong. No, he would teach you. Look, come here, do it. You get between the crevices like this. But nowadays we just be like, oh, whatever. Well, you know what? They don't clean like I do, so just forget it, and we just leave them just playing or doing whatever.
Right. I went through that stage.
I went through that stage because you tired nowadays. You just be like, oh, whatever.
You want to get it done. But at the end of the day, I'm sure our parents went through it too. We didn't clean it, but by the time you got older, guess what? You would clean it. My grandmama used to clean her pans so clean you never knew it was used. Okay, and so now I'm trying to like clean my pans.
Oh my God!
I'm like, I remember one time we snuck and used her barbecue grill, and so she said, "I know y'all used my grill. You better have it back like I had it." And we was like, I went in there like, you better clean grandma's grill because she know. But the thing is, I went through that period with Mariah, washing dishes. I've been the only one been washing my dishes all my life. I mean, you know, since I've been out on my own. And I hated the way she washed dishes. But I had to get to the point I was not cooking and washing dishes, okay? And I miss you, boo. I miss her so much from washing dishes right now to this day. Because now I'm washing for a whole family now. But we have to just let them do it because that's the only way for them to learn.
They'll get better
and
they'll
get better. They'll get better.
So what would you say? I know it says get out. So what are the requirements for you to say, okay, it's time for you to get out? What is it that what place do they need to be in their life to be ready to tell them to get out?
Good question, Ray. I had it on my head.
Get out.
Well, one of the things is that you have to, again, it doesn't just say get out, but it says train your children to leave the nest. They have to have been trained. But I also talk about at the end that it's never too late. So once you follow the principles within the book and look back and take some self-evaluations of yourself, like sometimes it's not even them, it's you.
Oh, you know what it is.
You just have to say, you know what? I just have to say, no, it's going to hurt you for a minute. You're going to feel the sting, but you'll get over the sting, because you're trying to. And wouldn't you rather want to see them prospering or see what mistakes they're going to make? Like I always say, we don't give them a chance to bruise themselves because we're always trying to protect them and take care of them. And I talk about that in the book. It's called the sheltering process. So it's 3 steps of the sheltering process. You got to pick one. Sometimes we're all 3 of the pieces, but it's a sheltering process.
So how do you do it when they're older? Like, so if you didn't have the training, or you didn't train them. So, like, for example, I have a 22-year-old who lives with me.
Right.
So how do I start now and say, I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning your mess, and you got to get out?
It's a timeline. Agree to a timeline. You don't just kick them out. My mom said, I never told you all that I wanted you to get out. No, you didn't. But you always said, this is my house. This is my bathroom. This is, you know what I'm saying? You clean my floors. You know what I'm saying? You clean my windows. This is my house. Don't you slam my door.
And it's your bedroom door.
Right. I want to figure out how can I have my own house. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So the thing is, it's a timeline. My mother didn't kick us out, but I wanted to go. But she deposited a lot of these principles into us. Okay, they were hard. Yeah, but she did.
Don't you walk on my floors too hard.
I just cleaned them. And it's the funny thing. Even when I still go home, I am 47 years old. I'm just going home to visit. My mama gonna be the same with Lorene. Now you left that piece of paper. I'm bad for dropping napkins. I take a napkin, dry my hand. I'm gonna carry that napkin all the way. But when I get up, it's left. But my mom is always saying, okay, y'all do this, or my heat. Don't touch my heat. You know what I'm saying? Well, I want to be in my own heat. So you have to make it.
To that point.
Yeah, eagles make the nest uncomfortable. Okay, the eaglet, once it tries to fly off, when it comes back, they always have the sticker bugs, to make them uncomfortable. So you got to make them uncomfortable, and you got to give them a timeline.
Wow.
That's kind of hard for me, I would have to say, to do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some work.
That's okay, Ray. We're gonna keep her coming on like to do different segments, different times, so we can continue to talk about this because we need this. Everybody needs this.
But it's definitely something, like you said, you have to start when they're young, so that, like you said, that your mother did it to you. So you grew up with these values and these different ideas on how to even write this book. So you said it was 2 months you wrote the book?
Yeah.
So what, did you just wake up at night and how did you go through that fast process?
You know what, you guys? This is so great. I'm telling you, this is so good. Excited. Yeah, me too. You guys, we will be back, okay? Well, you know what, Lorene? Give everybody your media where they can find you at on your media.
Okay, you can contact me on any social media, Facebook, Instagram, and or LinkedIn, and I can get back in contact with you with any questions, or if you want me to do some workshops, I would love to come and do some workshops, parents, not just biological parents, but I would love to come and do workshops and us get a community, a village back, okay? And that's really it.
Can you tell them about where to find the Facebook, the village?
Just go to the Simlo Village. It's called the Simlo Village on Facebook, and you can get my book off of Amazon, the ebook and or the ebook or the paperback.
Yes, you
Okay.
guys got to order this book, okay? You can also go to Let's Get Personal with Latonya and Ray. We got y'all. You need this book. And hey, you guys, do not forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8:30 on WorldStarHitRadio.com, okay? And Ray, what do they have to do?
They have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure Let's Get Personal with Latonya and Ray. Subscribe. And if anyone is interested in a book, send us a message. We'll make sure that we get you that book.
I'm gonna give two
Yes.
giveaways out too if you come. Two giveaways. Two giveaways.
So the first two people?
Yeah, first two people that will like my Semlo Dynasty.
Hey.
And share it.
Yes,
Share it too.
and share.
That's right. And
Sharing is
share.
caring.
And
Bye,
share.
you guys.
Love you.
Bye.